Welcome to the Nine Podcast. In today's episode, I'm gonna talk about a little bit about self-worth, again, self-values, your own values, and how to achieve a proper mindset and a proper some kind of hustle mindset and a culture that will bring you value every single day and will make you happier and happier. It's simple, simply by doing it, by action. Action is what it takes to move in life, to adapt, to conquer, to dominate. Nothing else gives that kind of perspective. Nothing else allows you to see the opportunities that clear. Simply just action, simply just moving forward. A step, one step more than yesterday, nothing else. Could be a slow process, but trust me, you want to be on the process track and not in the one that is in a winter sleep or whatever. So there is a quote on my wall, and it's saying, start with no. What that means? That means what it says. Simply to say no to everything. Of course, there could be a possibility that you want to take that advantage, or you don't have to think that much, but from my point of view, you always have to start with no. Because imagine somebody's calling you, let's hang out tonight, let's go somewhere, and you're excited. You was not going anywhere in the past 3 months. And you're saying, oh yes, perfect, we're going, tell me a time. What time? Can you imagine how much you're gonna regret it if you went there and you get drunk and 3 days after that you don't have motivation to work out, to do your own job or whatever? Can you imagine if you go out there and something happen? You end up in a fight, or simply somebody come that a person that is unpleasant and was not invited at all, and you thought that it will be a night with your friend or your friends, and now it is with some random people. So you're ending up with regrets. That's just a simple version. It could be different thing, completely different thing, but that's what came to my mind for a bit, for a second. So there's many other that you can imagine. In every single, it could be something that could happen, something that will make you regret in the end, in the next day. So it's my advice to always start with no, even to your closest ones, even to your loved ones, because in life, human interaction is about deals. I'm calling my brother and I want something from him. He says yes. He calls me, he wants something from me. I'm saying yes. But we want to take advantage of each other. I want him to help me with something, he wants me to help him with something. I will. But is it worth to lose many other things simply by accepting on the moment because of the hype, because of the high emotions, because it's your brother, you want to help him? But in the end of the day, you end up falling a business opportunity. You end up not earning enough for this month. Why? Simply because you said yes too early. You were too excited. Of course, you helped, but you have to be valued from what you are, for what you are, and for who you are, not simply to help people. And if you say just no, or let me think about it, you're gonna think about it for 20 minutes, you're gonna call back and say, okay, I'm gonna help, we're gonna do it, but let me finish this task, let's do it tomorrow or whatever. Because your brain, let's say he's bored, he's making YouTube videos, podcasts, and you got a call. They told you, oh hi, come help me, we're gonna do that and that and that. Do you want? Your brain want to trick you because he's bored. You're doing podcasts, what do you mean? You are thinking. And your brain want to take advantage of that, to take advantage of your boredom and to take the opportunity to be a little bit more excited, even only for the moment that he's imagining how he's gonna be excited. This is ridiculous, but your brain is tricking you. And if you're not strong enough, if you don't have this ground, you're gonna end up falling into the same trap. So saying no will save you a lifetime. It will. Also saying a lifetime, I have 2 words on my wall. Lifetime equal deadline. That was my alarm in the morning back in the days, like a couple years ago. I had every single day alarm which said lifetime equals deadline, and I have it till these days in my other phone, and I have it on my wall as well, and I'm looking at it every day. Because in a project or in work or whatever, you have a deadline, right? You always have a deadline, doesn't matter if you think I don't have a deadline. No, you have. Your deadline is your debt. That's your deadline. And you can look it in a perspective. Let's imagine you have to do this business, to start a business. What's your deadline? Your deadline is tomorrow, your deadline is next month, or your deadline is your debt. But who knows when will be your debt? So does that mean that you have time or you don't have time? That's why we talked about there is no tomorrow in a different episode a couple ago. You can check it. So that means that you always have a deadline, and your deadline is a lifetime sometimes. And a lifetime could be a lot, could be a second, could be past, could be gone. So you always have to at least be in this process. Let's say you're not doing a business, you're learning about it. Let's say you're not making millions, but you're doing $5 today, you're done. Your Facebook ad is on profit. This is the success, and this is the happiness. The happiness is to be just to be enough, nothing else. Happiness is not an ending point, it is the journey. And if you're not happy in the beginning, believe me, you're not gonna be happy in the end. You could be, not for long. You have to be happy with yourself. Only then everything will be happiness. And freedom. Also have that quote, I don't need inner peace until my loved ones live peacefully. That's kinda too judgmental, because we used to talk that you don't own anybody anything. But when you have enough, and even more than enough for you, you're doing it simply for your close ones, your family. Then, yes, you don't need inner peace. Then you can say you have to help. But first and foremost, you have to help yourself first, every single time. How to do it? Starting with no. I don't need inner peace. No, I need inner peace. I don't need inner peace until my loved ones live peacefully. No, I need inner peace now. They depend only on themselves. And they are at a place in which they deserve to be. You as well. You have to know that. And if you don't say no and don't change the things that you don't like in your life, you cannot say you don't need inner peace. Because without inner peace, you'll be nowhere. Of course, you can struggle and hustle and help. And for what? To end up in the same trap that you were even before that? Sounds logical. So, if you have questions, put them down in the comments, because I have as well. And every time I'm just thinking out loud and opening more topics and whatever, more and more. And I could be wrong for so many things, even my opinion could be different, but in the process, I'm telling what my true is right now. So I'll be glad to discuss further to every question that somebody asks. I want to talk for what takes to be different. And it's simpler than you thought. What takes to be different is simply to think different, right? How to think different? By doing what others don't, right? What that means? To operate from a place from which nobody else does it. Or at least not most of the people. And what it is? It's your brain. It's your brain. Think about it. I can discuss it in a different podcast. Have a good one and thank you for your time.